Let's give an analogy. At school, every student has a teacher. Now, this teacher has a vested interest in making sure that that student progresses. In fact, if the student doesn't progress, the blame usually falls with the teacher. Now, at work, every employee has a manager, but this manager usually has a vested interest in making sure their own career progresses. And if an employee isn't progressing, it's often viewed as the employee's fault, even though the manager has been in the same position as the employee and knows exactly what's needed to progress. The manager is seldom incentivized to put the employee's career above their own. That's why moving from a learn from your work or learn on the job approach to a work on your learning approach requires more than the LTD degree. It requires a mindset shift for managers. They need to start thinking of themselves more as teachers and coaches.
There's a great quote, the initial source of which seems lost. Manager 1 says, "Why should we take the time to train employees? What if they just quit soon after?" Whereas Manager 2 says, "What if you don't train them and they stay?"
One final thought about learning as a tool for performance management. Economic circumstances and legacy hierarchies can mean that a pay rise or promotion isn't possible every 12 months. We've seen this with the recent global financial crisis. But that doesn't mean that you can't deliver your employees' personal growth. Yes, it requires little investment. And yes, it requires putting aside BAU for a couple of days each month. But if people are your biggest asset, then there's a meaningful return to be had.